the gospel of life, incorruption, immortality, and sonship with the bondservant of Christ, John Anosike.
What is the purpose of man? You know, the first thing we often would want to say is man was created to worship God. Trust me, that is basic. Very much basic. Worship was what man lost that led to the consequence of losing his purpose. Worship is not the purpose of man. Worship is the lifeline of man. Worship is the lifeline of man. Worship is the essence of man. See, you don't exist without worship. Imagine you don't have hand, you don't have feet, you don't have brains, you don't have eyes, you don't have stomach. What are you? Nothing. So without worship, there is no you. So without worship of God, there is no you. So worship is not the purpose for your existence. We were not created to worship God. We are creature of worship. The origin of our creation is worship. So remove worship, you are dead. Remove worship, you don't exist. Worship is like the oxygen you breathe. You can have all the monies, all the kidneys, all the liver, all the 12 or 6 or 7 nutrients. But if you don't have oxygen, all of these embodiments and beautiful organs are as useless as nothing. So the first essence of living is to worship God and obey his commandments. So that's the essence of worship, okay? But why were you created? Why are you in worship? Get at that point now? Why are you in worship? Because you must be in worship to fulfill your purpose. So why are you in worship? You are in worship, or you were created to label, fight, to conform, or to bear the image of God. 2, you were created to king, to subdue, and to have dominion over these 3 creatures of the sea, the creatures of the air, and the creatures of the earth. This is your purpose. That's your purpose. Worshippers of God are called to bear the image of God. Worshippers of God are kings, to subdue the fish of the sea, the fowl of the air, and the beasts of the field. Because in worship, you are given the privilege to behold the worshipped. In worship, you have access to see Yahweh. When we speak of worship, we're referring to fellowship. We are talking about communion. We are referring to intimacy. For our fellowship is with the Father, the Son, in the covenant of the Holy Spirit. For we have been adopted into the fellowship of the community of the Godhead. And while we behold the Trinity in their intimacy and participate in that communion, we transform to become like them. It is in that intimacy that we regain our image, or that we regain the image of God, or that we take on the image of God to reflect their likeness. For now, we are in fellowship. In the lowest level of fellowship. For now, Christians are in the lowest level of fellowship. What do you mean by that, Pastor John? I mean, we are still getting our heads together with the letters. We are still in the fellowship of faith. We're still in the fellowship of hope. We are still in the basis of fellowship. The second fellowship is when you have kept his commandments and Jesus will manifest himself to you. Now, in that manifestation is a deeper, accurate access to the second person of the Godhead. He will show himself to you. In that dimension, you will realize that his finger carries realities that will take 21 days to enter. His eyes are dimensions. His belly is a dimension. You think that Jesus has a belly to eat food and then it digests to nourish his body. He is the realities of God. Truth is realities. So by the time you enter his hair, you realize that one hair is a frequency that can tune a man into dimensions of just one hair of Yeshua. If you plunge into it, you awake into dimensions of God. If you will be faithful with the letter, if you will keep my commandments in the letter, my Father will love you. We will adopt you into the fellowship of the Godhead. The first adoption is that my Father will ask me to manifest my realities. I will manifest myself unto you. In that, you will not be different. You will not be different from Apostle Paul. I know of a man, whether in the flesh or in the spirit, I do not know, but such a one was corrupt. At what point was he corrupt? When Jesus manifested himself. He was caught up into the realities, dimensions of Christ, that when he came back, he began to write epistles. Everything he spoke became a doctrine.
Special announcement from the Office of the Bondservant of Christ, John Anosike. Please beware of fake accounts on social media, be it Facebook, YouTube, and all others impersonating the man of God, asking for funds from people. Please note, Pastor John does not have any orphanage in Nigeria or in any country, nor does he ask anyone to donate to any orphanage. Also note that the only official page of the man of God, Pastor John Anosike, is the one with over 451,000 followers. Our YouTube channel also has over 155,000 subscribers. Note that the man of God does not chat, send friend requests, nor inbox people on social media, be it Messenger or WhatsApp. Therefore, anyone doing such is false and should be treated as such. This is a notice that you are informed and sensitized to be alert and vigilant. Stay connected and keep subscribing to the teachings of the bondservant of Christ, John Anosike.
Due to malicious and fraudulent activities, please note that these are the only official 2 accounts of the ministry. For EFT or bank transfer, bank, First National Bank, FNB, account name, New World Faith Ministries, account number 622-65048, branch, Woodstock, branch code 250655, Swift code FIRNZAJJ, building project banking details, City of Sons, bank, First National Bank, FNB, account name, New World Faith Ministries, account number 623-569-03578, branch code 250655, branch, Woodstock, Swift code FIRNZAJJ. To give online, kindly visit our website and use the following link: www.spiritrevelationchurch.org/give. Here, you can give via PayFast for those that are in Southern Africa and PayPal for international donations.
Good news for all those living in West Africa. For your giving and donations, here are the only official and approved banking details. Name: Ikechukwu John Anosike. Account number 1170020753. Bank: Zenith Bank.
Please note that the following is our official and only PayPal email for the ministry: donations@spiritrevelationchurch.org. Kindly report any suspicious activities to our emergency line, +27 63 423 5895, or email info@spiritrevelationchurch.org.